Hey, this is Eslin. Welcome back, fishies. You know what? The weather don't know what it want to do. It don't know if it want to be hot or cold. You know what? It went from 70 degrees here down to 30. So, you know what? I'm going to make some chili today. Um, I don't know if I made chili for you guys before, but you know what? I'm going to make some. I had some in the freezer. I ate it all up. I didn't really have that much. So, what I'm going to start out with is a little bit of olive oil for sauteing and frying. It's the Pompeo, you know. Can you guys see that? This is the one for sauteing and frying, but I'm just going to put just a little bit. I'm going to be using some sausage. Um, I'm going to do this just to open up the spices, like the chili spices and stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook. This is going to be a quick chili, you guys, quick. So I have the Lawry seasoning. This is really good. All you have to do is add tomatoes, beans, water, and your meat. And what I can't do things like that. I have to do my own little twist. So I got the olive oil in here. It's getting hot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toast the spices. I'm gonna open them up. So I'm gonna start with the onions. I'm not gonna put all these onions in here. I have maybe fourth of a cup, no, not that much. Yeah, maybe a fourth a cup, maybe a little more than a fourth a cup. But I'm not gonna put that much in there. I'm gonna put maybe half of it in here because I'm gonna save rest of these onions for something else. Okay, I'm gonna put too much. So I'm gonna take a little bit out, put too much in there. Okay, now I'm gonna start with the onions, opening them up. I'm gonna get them like translucent. Oh man, we need to smell-o-vision because it's starting to smell good already. Okay, then I have a couple tablespoons, maybe a couple teaspoons of garlic. I'm gonna add that in there. Let that toast up a little bit, open up. Now, it doesn't take long for these to open up, toast up. Couple seconds. Why I'm talking so fast, I don't know. Okay, and this is a half a jalapeno pepper. I'm gonna add maybe half of that. So maybe half a teaspoon maybe of jalapeno peppers. Now, oh man, smell-o-vision. Can you smell it? You see, that's the garlic, the onions, and the jalapenos. Mmm, smell what? That's toasting up really nice. Now, I'm going to add the sausage. That's just toasting up. I just wanted to wake them up. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little chili powder in here. This is McCormick's chili powder. And I know I'm going to use the seasonings, but I'm just going to wake this. I add a little more chili powder. Like I said, you know how we do. We add what we want to add. So I put in there maybe, let's say half a teaspoon. Let's say half a teaspoon of chili powder. Okay, now, oh man, can you smell that? Can you see that? Oh, maybe the other way, up the other way. Oh, it smells so delicious. Okay, now, we have this. They're all coated. Now I'm going to add one package, so it's 1 pound of sausage. This is the Zesty Spicy Sausage. I think that's the name of it. Zesty Hot. I think that's the name of it. Zesty Hot, yeah. I'm going to turn this down just a bit. And then I'm going to just kind of like, flatten it out so it can fry up really good. Smash it down. Let it get coated in some of those nice herbs and spices. That way it'll be well blended. Oh, this is starting to smell good already, and I haven't even added much to it. Okay, the onions, the garlic. Now, some people, they use green peppers. I don't really use them too much because it's like after I use green peppers, I taste them all day. Yes, all day. So I don't use them. But it's the flavor, it's the taste. Some people don't like garlic, some people don't like onions. So you know what? Whatever you don't like, don't add. You eliminate it. Now, this is browning up. I'm going to flatten it out. Man, smell-o-vision. This smells so good, especially with the sausage. Now, you can use ground turkey. You can use ground beef. You can use even ground lamb or different other types of cut of meat. ground sirloin, ground chuck, whatever kind of ground beef you like. Oh man, smell-o-vision. Okay, we're gonna let that cook just a minute. And yes, this is the sausage that I use. Bob Evans Zesty Hot. It's a good one. It's a very, very good sausage. Down here, I have to rinse my hands off really quick because I touched that packet. Okay, now got my hands all wiped off. I'm gonna continue to stir this. You see how it's browning up nicely, and the aroma from it. Oh my goodness! Like I said, we need smell-o-vision. Now I know this is frying. So maybe I probably should have put on the mic, but I think the frying would have drowned out the mic also. So we're just going to have to elevate that voice, talk a little louder. Okay, see how that's browning up? Really, really nice. Just a couple more minutes. Can you guys see that? Just a couple more minutes. Then I'm going to add my seasoning to it. My chili seasoning. Like I said, the weather went from 70 degrees down to 30. What about the weather where you at? Your weather go down like that? It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you know what? We're going to go with the flow. As long as we didn't get none of that white stuff, we're going to be good. We are going to be good about it. And it's the middle of winter anyway. What do we expect? But like I said, I'm going to make a nice pot of chili. Okay, now the meat's all brown. So I'm going to add 1 package of seasoning. Then I'm going to mix that all up. Now, you're supposed to add a can of beans and a can of tomatoes, diced tomatoes, but my system really doesn't digest the beans too good. So what I did was I used most of the juice off of the beans. I just mixed it in, blended it with the diced tomatoes. But I did use I let a couple of them fall in there just for the sakes of looking like they fell in there. See, I kind of pureed it together. Can you see that? You can see the little bitty flakes. I let a couple beans fall in there. But yeah, my system doesn't really digest beans well like that. So, you know, I added just the juice to it. But you know what? You can add as many beans as you like. You can add the black beans and also the dark kidney beans and the light kidney beans. Okay, now this is frying up really nice. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my beans, bean juice and diced tomatoes. Now, you can leave your diced tomatoes whole. I like to puree mine only because I don't like, in my chili, this is just my chili, I don't like biting into chunks of tomatoes. You know, that's my preference. Everybody has their own preference. You know, if you like, you just leave them whole. Now I'm just going to mix all of this up to get the meat coated. And all that goodness is on the bottom. Oh, you guys could smell this, man. You'd have your spoon almost ready. Now this is quick chili because it's ready in about, under 30 minutes? About 30 minutes? Yes. Really quick. You know, this isn't like your all-day chili. No, this is a quick stuff here. So like I said, I'm going to get this all mixed up pretty good. Looks pretty good now, but it looks really thick. I don't like thick chili. Now, it depends. If you like thick chili or thin chili, how much water you add. I like kind of a thinner chili, so I'm going to add a whole can of water. Well, but I'm not going to add it at once. I'm going to add it and stir it. Because, remember, you can always add, but you can't take out. So I'm going to just mix it in. Oh, that's my phone going off, you guys. Some kind of alert. Let me see what it is. Oh, some emergency alert. I don't know how to turn it. Yeah. Some emergency alert. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Okay, as I was saying, now we're stirring. I'm just kind of like running my spoon on the bottom to get all those nice, good bits from the sausage and the herbs off of the bottom. Oh man, if you guys could smell this. Oh, it smells like heavenly. Now, it's a little thin right now, but you guess what? You know, I want mine a little bit thinner. It's going to thicken up a little bit, but I'm going to add the rest of the water because I don't like a really thick chili myself. I'm going to add just the rest of the water. I don't like a really, really thick chili. Now we're going to, that's some kind of emergency sign or something. Let me see if I can get this to stop. Let's see. Okay, maybe it won't come back on now. Sorry about that. Okay, now, like I said, I like my chili kind of on a thinner side. This is looking really, really good. It shouldn't take but a few more minutes to cook, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to crank the heat on it. I'm going to add salt and pepper first. Black pepper. Now, I normally, if I don't have the spicy sausage, I always add red pepper flakes. But since I had the spicy sausage, I didn't add the red pepper flakes. Because I don't like heat. I like heat, but it doesn't like me. So, I mean, if you like spicy chili, you can add either jalapenos or whatever kind of pepper you like. Ghost peppers, Carolina Reapers, or whatever you prefer. I'm just going to add a little salt also. This is the pink Himalayan salt. Whatever you like, spice-wise. You know, some of us don't like too much spice, and some people, you know, they can take a lot of spice. I'm just going to grind up just a little bit more of this salt and put in there. Only because I've used this Lawry's before, and I always have to add just a little bit of the pink salt, Himalayan salt to it. So I'm going to mix this up. And I am going to get a spoon and give me a little taste of it. Then I'm going to make something else to go with my chili. Clean up some of this stuff over here first. Okay, getting this all stirred and mixed up. Then I'm going to get a tasting spoon. Okay, so we're going to just elevate this heat just a tad. Like I said, we're going to move some of this stuff out of the way that we don't really need anymore. Okay, now I'm going to get a tasting spoon. I'm going to get a spoon so I can taste it. So if I need to add anything or if I put too much or something in it. So let's see. Oh man. Okay, you guys, that's hitting. That is hitting. Okay, we just have to put the top on that. Man, if the spices is coming through, I can taste like the peppers, the seasonings, and the onion flavor. Where's the top? Oh, okay, here it is, over here. And put the top up. Okay, now, like I said, I can put the top on this. We're going to let this simmer for a few minutes. It doesn't take long. But in the meantime, I'm going to make something that I like to eat with my chili. One other thing that I kind of like to eat with my chili. It doesn't take long either. I'm going to wipe that griddle off really quick. Turned it on, but I'm going to wipe it off. Get it all nice and cleaned up. Now, I don't need any oil for what I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do is like really easy. Anybody can do it. I just take my taco shells, the street taco, the white corn street taco shells. Here, let me show you. The Mission White Street corn taco shells. I'm going to take two of these, put them over here. And what I'm going to do is make some mini quesadillas. Just some little mini quesadillas. And I'm going to have, what I did was I got some sour cream with some taco sauce in it. And then just some cheese. You know what? Let me get the other cheese. Because that's the cheese for my chili. And Oh, here we go. Mexican cheese. Mexican cheese. I have to come back to that. I have some Mexican cheese here that I can put into my quesadillas. See? Part-timers. I didn't have all my stuff ready today like I normally do, but hey, what can I say? This is unedited. What you see is what you get. Sometimes not so organized. I try to be, but hey, this is one of them days. Okay, now, oh, need a knife. Or a spoon might work a little better. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn that down for a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit of, got a fork instead of a spoon. Just gonna take a spoon. Take a little bit of this sour cream with a little bit of taco sauce in it. Kind of like smear it on there. Smear it on both sides. Gonna make like a little mini quesadilla. Yep, that can go on there. We can set that there. And then we can take, this is just the Mexican blend cheese. Oh, we're gonna have to stir our chili. Rinse my fingers off here. Turn that down a bit. I see that chili just bubbling up, bubbling up. But you wanted to get a good boil. Now remember, always away. See how that steam is going that way? Yeah, see, I don't want this to stick to the bottom, but that looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, it's bubbling up, cooking up really good. This is fast chili now. This is almost ready. Because everything is done. We're just letting those seasonings blend in together. That's mainly what we're doing right now. And I'm just running a spoon on the bottom just to make sure that none of that goodness is sticking on the bottom. We want all that flavor to blend in. So yeah, I'm just making sure nothing's sticking on the bottom, running my spoon across it, back and forth. Oh yeah, that's smelling so good. I cannot hardly wait. Bad part about it is I didn't even eat today, so I am really hungry. Okay, can you guys hear that bubbling, bubbling? That's goodness. Okay, I'm done mixing that. Like I said, I'm going to turn the heat down. Turn it down a little bit more. Now, I need to finish putting my cheese on my quesadillas. They're just going to be little mini ones because I have something else that I want to show you that I eat with my chili. So I'm just going to put some more cheese on there. Then I'm going to rinse my fingers, close it up, and I have a barbecue press that I have. I don't have a flat press yet. Haven't found one, but I have to get a flat press. And once I get a flat press, okay, this is what I'll do here. See, I'll just flip that over that way, flip that over that way, push that there, take my press. Now this is a heavy press. I'm going to put that on there. Meantime, I have to open up a way, stir my chili again. I don't want it to stick. Now I'm watching those quesadillas because I don't want those to stick also. I'm going to flip them over in a few minutes. Basically what we're doing is heating up the cheese. And I hear that over there cooking up really nice. See, this is like quick and easy. Now, we don't need this anymore to press. I'm going to sit this over here so I can rinse it off. But that press, let me tell you, that press comes in handy. Take my spatula, flip them over. There's one little mini quesadilla, another little mini quesadilla. Now, the good thing was the press flattened them out for me, so I'm not going to need the press anymore. So I'll take all of this stuff away. Okay, now, what I'm going to do here is I have a bowl and a plate over here that we're going to put the chili in. But once the chili gets done, and I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of this cheese in the bottom of it So it'll be some cheese in the bottom. Isn't that a nice plate? But I just took and put some cheese in the bottom. So when I put the chili on it, when I put the chili on top, the cheese will be melting on the bottom. Okay, and there is one more thing. No, there isn't. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to let this brown on that side. That side isn't brown. I'll have to increase the heat just a bit to brown it. Now we're gonna stir it one more time, then we're gonna taste it again. Like I said, this was a quick chili. Sometimes you don't have time to let it sit and cook all day. You gotta get home and get it on the table. Or you just, have such a busy life. You can't sit down and let it cook because you have to get up, keep checking it, lose your concentration. So like I said, this is like a quick chili. I'm going to check my quesos really quick. Oh, that's coming up really good. Let's see, is this one browning too good? Oh yeah, cheese is crisping up really good. Now the cheese on the outside is crisping up. That's really good too. Now quesos usually aren't crunchy, but I'm just going to let that cook a few more minutes. We have our taster again. We're going to give it a good taste because I think it's about ready. Like I said, mainly the only thing really, that's why we the onions. That's why we cook the onions down first a little bit. This is a taste. Oh, can you smell that smell-o-vision? Oh yeah. See that heat coming off of there? We're letting it cool down a little bit too. This is hot. Oh, excuse me. Oh wow. That is so good. Oh, that is really good, you guys. That is really, really good. I'm going to stir it again now because it's kind of bubbling up here. That is about ready. I'm telling you, this is ready. This is ready to be served up. Turn this off on my quesos here. Oh, they look nice and ready, don't they? Smell-o-vision. Nice and cheesy. Doesn't that look beautiful? Nice and golden. But you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to set this aside. I didn't bring a knife to cut it. So I need to get, do I need a sharp knife? This is one of my choppers. It likes, for chopping your onions and vegetables. I'm just going to use it to cut my little quesadilla here in half. Cut both of them in half here. That way we can start plating up because things are ready. Things are ready. Put that down. Okay. Take this apart. Things are ready to eat. Okay, now we have something special. Something that I know I'm not really supposed to have, but, hey, what can I say? I used my muffin pan and I made some cornbread, yes. I'm supposed to try to stay away from it. Doesn't that look delicious? Doesn't that look beautiful? It's a Jiffy, but I put the butter on top. I'm just going to eat maybe one, and I love cornbread with my chili. I can't hardly eat chili without cornbread. Even when I have chili mac, I love cornbread. I just love it. So, I'm going to plate it up so this cornbread can stay over here because he's part of the plating. We can get rid of the olive oil because it's not part of the plating. Okay, now we're going to start plating this up here. Now we have the bowl with the chili on the bottom. And what I also have here is I have, like I said, some cheese. I didn't use up all the jalapeno peppers, all of the onions. And I'm just going to sit my spoon back here. Okay, now as you can see, I have my quesadillas there. And away. Remember, away. You don't want to burn yourself. Now I'm going to put some chili in here. A couple spoons of chili, a good stir. Oh man, this smells so good. It smells like it has been cooking on the stove all day long. Like I said, you can use whatever, you know, whatever preference meat you like. I like the sausage. Some people like ground beef. Some people like ground turkey. But like I said, I like the sausage. I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I know how I am. Now this is just a partial plating. We're not done yet. Oh, can you see inside of there? We're not done yet. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on top. This is probably just a cheddar cheese. Remember, I put the Mexican blend cheese on the bottom that is in the queso. Then I love my onion, so I'm going to put some more white onion in here. This is the white onion that we sauteed in the beginning. Put some of that on there. And then I have some of the jalapeno peppers. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this around here just to add just a little bit more, a little spice, just a little more, not much. And then I'm going to add the rest of this is the sour cream with the taco seasoning in it. I'm going to put that there, and then I'm also have the aioli. This is the lemon aioli. It's not mustard. I'm just going to take this and just drizzle a little bit around in there. Oh man, that looks delicious. Now, I'm going to take this just piece of cornbread here. I'm going to break it. Set it off in there. My queso. What do we do with that spoon? We have the spoon back here. Okay, let's try to make this plating look a little bit better. Now, doesn't that look delicious? Doesn't that look good? Can you guys see down in the bowl? Here, let me see if I can fix this. Can you see down in the bowl? Doesn't that look good? Can you guys see down in the bowl? Is that better? Yeah. You see, I have, like I said, the sour cream down in there. I'll take it off the plate. I have the sour cream with the green onions and the jalapeno peppers. The cornbread is tucked down in there. So you know what we're going to do now? We're going to just taste it for you guys. I'm going to get me a piece of this cornbread and all of the fixings. Look at that bite. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Mmm. Got a little stringiness of cheese. Mmm. That is so good. That's a delicioso. Mmm. That is delicioso. Now, here's my little quesadillas that I made. See, just a little baby queso. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick it down and eat it with this chili. No, so check that out. Can you see that? Mmm. That is so delicious. Now, this is my bowl of chili, so I can double dip. That is so good. Mmm. It just gives it a more extra cheesy because it's got the Mexican cheese, which is different from the cheese on top. So let me give you guys one more shot before I dig down and eat it all up. And you know what? I might even set some chips, but I've been trying to stay away from the breads and stuff, so that's why I made the cornbread in the muffin pan. So I can put those in the food saver and put them up so I won't be as tempted. But as you can see, man, that is so delicious. If you like what you see, thumbs up. If you want more, hit the dinner bell. Comments and suggestions are always welcome. Subscribing is free and sharing is nice. And I would like everybody out there to stay safe and positive and stay tuned with Eslin because you never know what we're going to try.